episode 2 of the Literati Records podcast. I'm your host, Marcus. The opening track was from our featured artist, Denver's Own Vitamins. The title of the track is Dark Matter, and it's from their 2009 release, Songs for Stem Cells, both of which they will discuss in today's 2010 interview. They'll be back again to close the show with another song of Stem Cells entitled A Fear of Rattles. But first, I want to remind all of the local Denver listeners that Gathering of the Clouds starts tomorrow night. It's 3 nights of an amazing mix of local, national, and international artists, including the Black Rider, the Vandals, Gliss, Landlines, Woven Hand, and Warlocks, and a bunch more. So get over to the Walnut Room for 1, 2, or all 3 nights. You won't be disappointed. I'll put links to the lineup and ticket information in the show notes. And with that reminder out of the way, let's get into our interview. I'm here with the band Vitamins from Denver, Colorado. Let me go around and get y'all's names and what you play.
I'm Crawford Filio, and I play the drums.
I'm Lizzie Allen, and I play keyboard and guitar, and I sing.
I'm Ryan Ellison. I play bass and guitar. I'm Matt Daniels. I play guitar and bass.
I want to welcome you guys back and see how things went down at the old South by Southwest Festival.
We had a lot of fun. We met a lot of people and played about 3 shows. We didn't have a lot of expectations going into it, but it turned out to be a really good learning experience, and it was really fun.
We met a lot of awesome people, saw a lot of great music. It was really awesome just to be a part of it all.
Just the whole atmosphere probably was
just
there was
pretty
a whole
cool.
Mystique surrounding it before we went. And
it's like Mardi Gras, people everywhere playing
Very
music.
cool. The songs on the CD, Songs for Stem Cells, are just great. Did you record that locally or produce it yourselves? What's the story behind that?
I did the songs for Stem Cells pretty much in our old house, in our garage. Like the first 2 songs were actually were 2 projects for my school for recording arts, which was Sequin Dress and Fear Rattles, and then the rest we kind of threw together before we decided to go on tour.
We booked a tour, and then we realized that when we were out there, our old CD, we weren't playing any of those songs anymore because we'd gone through a bit of a lineup change with Matt joining the band. So we were panicking, and we were like, we need to record these new songs we're playing. So we did the whole thing in a month, like in the house that we were practicing at the time. And we were really proud of it. It came out
we threw it together kind of and mixed it up really quick, and then sent it out, and it turned out to be cool. So.
And he did this literally 48 hours before we left for our tour. He was staying up all night mastering our album.
For our next album we definitely want to take more time and really put our hearts and soul into it more so. Which is it might not turn out as good because sometimes it's better just to slam things together.
The spontaneity of it sometimes is a good quality.
Yeah, exactly.
One of my favorite songs off of it is Dark Matter. There's just a really great vibe throughout the whole song. What would you say one of your favorite songs to play live is?
I always like playing Sequin Dress because I just love Ryan's bass solo, and it's we hit kind of a really cool jam in the middle of it that always, no matter whenever we play it, it always seems to feel really good.
That's one of my favorites.
Now I know you're affiliated with Hot Congress, a collective of bands that seem to be supporting each other and working together. How did that come about?
Honestly, I was in a record store and I saw a compilation record at Wax Trax, and it just looked really awesome, and I just thought, why don't we do something like this? Just get a bunch of bands and put out a compilation. And so I approached Kelly Lauro and then Action Pack Thrower. I got involved, and pretty soon we had a good core of people who were really good, knew a lot of people in the scene, were really good at promoting, and it just sort of took off from there. And the thing, it wasn't like it was my idea. It was kind of everyone collectively had the idea, and we all came together and we realized we were all thinking the same thing. So
excellent.
And then we just started we set up fundraising shows.
Tons of people came out. We made a big core of the money that went into printing the CD.
Yeah,
that we put out.
We got everyone's tracks and put it together.
And then a friend of ours who just recently started working with us, Eric Peterson, who's in a band called Old Radio. He is an excellent web designer. He happens to be talented at everything he does.
Yeah, he is.
And he put together a new website, which has really like kind of sparked a lot of good things. Like we hope to start reissuing some of the bands that are involved, reissuing their old albums for free to just sort of raise awareness about what bands have been up to in the past, and then like hopefully get new bands involved for the next compilation. And it's really exciting. We're working with we're doing another block party with in collaboration with Long Spoon Records, which is another local collective that's headed by Laura Goldhammer, who's a really great artist. If you haven't checked her stuff out before,
Where can people get the compilation?
they can download it for free off hotcongressdenver.com. The biggest part of Hot Congress was to just like raise awareness in Denver about like all the cool stuff that's happening, and the only way you can do that is by just giving it to people.
Sure.
So that we didn't. That was one thing when we got together. We were like, we don't want to charge any money for this compilation if it's possible. So we didn't.
Right on.
And you can definitely get it for free off the Hot Congress website anytime you want.
Well, do you have any plans for future releases?
We want to do something,
Yeah,
but
we've
We've been talking about like trying to
just
take a
got-
break from shows because we've been really busy with playing concerts. And,
But I've been feeling like the itch to record again.
yeah, me
Like,
too.
It's just so much. It's such a fun process, you know. Totally, it
We're-
pays off.
I feel like we're gonna take a much, I don't know, a different approach this time.
Yeah.
If I
Won't be so
can say that.
rushed.
Yeah, or just like more of a focused approach.
Well, last time it seems like we had the songs, and then we made the record based on the songs. But this time it's like we don't have as many songs ready to go. So we're thinking that maybe the studio will become a vehicle to sort of complete some of these songs. Or
Just go in there writing.
Yeah, we definitely want to
Not
make it
really
different
sure
than our
yet.
last album.
Who did the artwork? It's really cool.
I had a friend, John Kamelek, who did the layout originally for it, and he took those existing photographs. It is a print that is being submerged in like Developer, and he took a picture of it in that upside down with like the ink blot in
Right.
there. So it's like a photo of a development of a photo.
I have to say that's one of the things that caught my eye at Twist and Shout. I was like, that's interesting. So then listen to the stuff,
like
and
the
it
album
was
a lot,
really
so-
good.
And it seemed like it matched up with the music. You know?
Yeah,
And that's
absolutely.
the weird part about it, because he didn't know anything about the music, and it was just like,
Yeah.
that's what it came.
And we made such a transition too from the last album was called Calliope, and the artwork was like really bright and pastels, and the music was like kind of had this like weird circus like eclecticism to it, and like but this one the songs just took a turn for the dark. And
Our whole band changed, and so our whole
That can do it.
sound changed as well.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'd like to thank you for taking time to talk with me. Wish you all the best. We're definitely going to keep an eye out for what you guys got coming up. So
you.
anybody listening to this, if you don't already have their CD, Run, Don't Walk down to Twist and Shout Records in Denver and pick it up. Or I believe it's also available on Amazon now. Is that correct?
yeah, you
And
can get it on
iTunes.
e-music
And
and
iTunes,
iTunes too.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
All right.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.
Yeah.
You picked your own switch and took a beating. Proud as a stallion, your lip is bleeding. Haven't you tasted
Want to get your music on the show or leave us a message letting us know who you are and where you're listening? Well, hit us up on the Lit line at 185 Literati. That's 1-855 483 7284. For more details, check the Lit line link on our website at www.literatirecords.com.